That's another edition of What the Fuck kind of.